Okay, what's up everybody? This is the Ram Man here for Ram Man Reviews episode 2. I had a whole thing planned where I was going to do this long video, all kinds of pictures and whatnot, but things kept getting in the way, so I'm just going to go live for a little bit and talk about Hereditary, the new film from A24 Films. If you're not familiar, these are the same people who brought us The Witch and It Comes at Night, more of the art house type films. So yeah, that should give you an indication already. If you're not a fan of those, you might not be a fan of Hereditary. But this one, I think, is a bit different because not only is it it has those modern elements of the art house. It's also a film that goes back to like 70s feel. If you like Rosemary's Baby, The Wicker Man, The Exorcist even, then you might get a kick out of Hereditary. It's directed by Ari Aster, and it was shot on a budget of $10 million. So, you know, that's pretty minimal for a film in general these days. So the effects aren't something on par with like The Conjuring or Insidious. However, what I took from this, it felt more real. Maybe because of how it looks, you know, the effects, they seem more simple. But in a way, they were more effective, I felt. Let's see, let me go into my notes here and I'll give you a brief synopsis. So, after the passing of their reclusive grandmother, a family is haunted by tragic and disturbing occurrences. That's a pretty basic synopsis, and I don't want to go into too many details because that'll be, you know, this is something you have to go into with no preconceived knowledge of what any of the twists are or anything like that, because when you get to the second hour of the movie, that's when things really start to pick up. The first is more just dramatic and builds up the tension, but the second hour is when it really starts to dig deep, with the last like maybe 20 minutes just being full-on tension. The acting in here is phenomenal. Everyone is amazing. You know, I found the mom character kind of annoying towards the end, but not because of her as a person, but it was just her acting was getting me so, you know, tensed. You know, you really feel it for these characters. You know, it's a sad drama almost, you know, but with horror elements thrown in. And of course you have well, I wouldn't really say cliche scares, because like I said, the scares are there and you're gonna know them from other films, but the way it's done in Hereditary is much more realistic, and I think it hits you harder when you see it. As far as rating goes, I'll have, going by the old Netflix style, you know, 1 to 5, I would give Hereditary a 4 out of 5. I would recommend it to anybody who's a fan of classic horror, 70s, early 80s. Or if you're a fan of the art house style, for sure, then you'll definitely enjoy Hereditary. Yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. As far as the future goes, I'm going to try to have more videos up. The next one is, I'm still planning to do a Black Sabbath review on some of their middle era albums. And I don't know, maybe I'll do a breakdown of some trailers. There's been a lot lately. Suspiria, The Meg, Halloween. All of those are pretty big, and I know people want to talk about them, so I might do that as well. So, as I said, Hereditary, great cinematography, great acting. The score itself is amazing. It's worth it just for the score, you know. So all those elements together make for a great film, in my opinion. Might be a little long for some people at 2+ hours, but it's worth it. 100% worth it, guys. Okay, so this is the Ram Man, and I'm signing off. Okay, peace.